If you've followed my content for any period of time, you know a couple of things. Number one, I'm in the state of Illinois. And number two, I am constantly having conservatives and Republicans come at me telling me that Illinois is not a blue state. And then they show me an electoral map that shows all of these counties that went red, not realizing that there are no people in those counties. There are 11.2 million people in the state of Illinois, and 9.2 million of us live in the Chicagoland area. Previous to him running for governor the last time around, Republican Darren Bailey talked about how Chicago and the Chicagoland area should be carved out of the state of Illinois and made their own state, because that's the problem with Illinois. It's actually the economic engine for Illinois, but that's what Republicans like to claim. Chicago and the collar counties are the problem. They're the issue. Those voters tell the rest of the state what to do, and that's bullshit. Right? Well, conservatives who like to tell me that Illinois is a red state, explain this.
Illinois Republican candidate for governor Darren Bailey recently moved into an apartment in Chicago. His campaign spokesman confirms to ABC7 that Bailey plans on staying in Chicago for at least the duration of the campaign. He believes the fight for votes will be in Chicago and the collar counties. In the 2022 gubernatorial campaign, Bailey also rented an apartment in the city, but he returned to the family farm near Louisville, Illinois, after his loss to Governor Pritzker.
And we're going to send his ass packing back to the farm after this election as well. However, that doesn't address the issue at hand here. If this is such a red state, then why is he only campaigning in Chicagoland? I mean, he said the fight for votes. He believes the fight for votes is going to be in the Chicagoland area. Of course it is. It's where a vast majority of Illinois residents live. He knows that. But to all of you who like to tell me that Illinois is a red state, why is he up here then? If Illinois is so goddamn red, then he should be able to wrap up this gubernatorial win by just going through all of those red counties and sopping up all of that Republican vote. The fact of the matter is, Illinois is not a red state, and you know it's not a red state. You understand that the power in this state rests up here in the Chicagoland area. The money in this state rests up here in the Chicagoland area. And the votes in this state rest up here in the Chicagoland area. That's why your boy is up here. That's why your boy is living in a city he said was a hellhole. That's why your boy is living in a city he said should be carved out of this state. Because he knows where the votes are. He just knows you're too stupid to think about it from that perspective. He knows you're just dumb enough to continue to believe the bullshit he presses and the bullshit he pushes out your way while he sops up votes in the Chicagoland area. I mean, don't worry. He's not going to get enough. He's going to get his ass kicked by a bigger margin than last time. But there's your proof that Illinois isn't a red state. Because if it was a red state, he'd be renting an apartment near Champaign or Peoria or Marion or Decatur or Springfield. He wouldn't be in Chicago.